The founders of Stoic really wanted a game that they could play with their families.
We are obviously taking influence from brawlers and action RPGs. I'm really looking forward to the reaction to that.
We've tried to harken back to a golden age in games where you can just kind of pick up and play the game.
We've been able to push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Towerborne is a side-scrolling action RPG. You are an ace, you're a hero that is trying to save civilization.
The city of Numbers has been destroyed. Your job is to protect everyone that is trying to make their way from the city of Numbers back to the tower.
When you first start Towerborne, you're going to pick your weapon class.
You can freely change your class between any of our 4 total classes at any time.
And then you load into the Belfry, where you'll be interacting with our key NPCs and getting quests and missions.
The loop of the game is you kind of go in, you fight a bunch of evil enemies, you get a bunch of really good loot, and you do it again and again. Your character ends up just getting cooler and cooler as you do that.
We have a pretty unique hex-based world map for exploration where you're going to explore one tile at a time and find interesting missions and different goodies along the way as that sort of pulls you through the map. Like, oh, that was a good mission, but I could do one more. There's a chest that's just one more tile away.
And it's not linear. You can actually freely explore the world map as you want.
We do have some areas where we show like, hey, there is something interesting over here, but the path you're going to take along the way can be different.
Every mission is soloable, and you can play every mission with friends as well. It's balanced based on how many players are actually with you in the game.
The enemies will be a little stronger, the number of enemies can increase.
Combat in Towerborne, first and foremost, is designed for fun. There's also a high skill ceiling to the game.
You can juggle enemies if you're super good and you build around that, or you can hit a bunch of buttons and do really cool stuff, and I think that's really fun for everyone.
The goal of the combat system is to accommodate players of all skill levels. Part of it is build crafting. Every character is equipped with a light attack and a heavy attack, and you'll have a variety of focus skills. There's also the Umbra that come into play as well.
Each of them has a unique ability, so deciding which one you bring along with you is an important part of our build making process.
Because they're all different, they can either cater to your current playstyle or they can make up for a deficit. You know, you have this arsenal of attacks that you can always rely on, and then how do you amplify that? There's a lot of variety in that sort of gameplay. One of the big differences with solo and co-op is the fact that you can bounce off of each other. The cooperative experience adds another layer where now you can do combos that were never possible before because now you have your friend that can back you up. I can launch the enemy up, you can see that the enemy is launched, you can jump up, smash them down, then I can do a follow-up after that.
You can build to work together on certain things, like having a build that is burning things, then I can make a build that's like, when things are burning, I get bonuses. You can kind of work together and build together.
And that's part of the fun, that's part of the loop of the game. There's tons of different rewards for completing missions while you're in combat. Enemies are dropping tons of drops.
Every mission has at least one chest at the end. Each of those chests have different rewards in them.
You don't always know exactly what you're gonna get, so sometimes you get something and you're like, okay, I have to try this out now.
You equip your character with new things that you found. It's like, oh, there's this cool new special move, or there's this cool new weapon, or this new armor piece, or you find this new aspect that allows you to tweak your character in a new, exciting way. They all are a part of this puzzle of progression that allows you to be stronger and stronger and cooler and cooler.
We certainly have a vision for where we want to take the game. It'll be very interesting to see like how that resonates with players and like, is that what the audience wants?
We're constantly going to be updating things, and there's going to be tons of stuff that players are going to want to see.
We want to get like the tuning of the progression really tight. The amount of loot you're getting feels right.
We are really looking for the players to help shape what Towerborne becomes in the future.
There's no one way to play the game. As long as the player is having fun and it feels fair, I think that's the thing that matters first and foremost.